welcome back to the channel. I am at Rasar State Park. It's a state park that's along the Skagit River, and in the wintertime is well known for bald eagles. And I'm stopped by to see if I could find any bald eagles. There's still quite a bit of snow from our snows this last couple of weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. Must have been the first week of January. It's now coming into the third week of January. But anyways, that's that's not really the story here. I really love this forest, and right now the sun is streaming through the mosses, and I'm just found a wonderful moss that's just hanging off a branch. And it's really nicely, shaved. It has a nice symmetrical shape to it, and light streaming through it is absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful backlight. So I had to stop, go on my longer lens, which is my favorite lens for forest photography, and capture grab that image. It's beautiful, and shallow depth of field. It's 7.1 is my f-stop, and I'm at 1/200th at ISO 100 because it is quite bright. But absolutely, oh wow! As I was coming into the park, there is still a little bit of fog and just light streaming through the fog and the forest. Just gorgeous, and I did get that image, be the title image for this. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Always looking for elk here. It has this beautiful field that used to be a farm, and elk do hang out here, but I've never seen elk. I'll keep looking, but really right today I came down looking for bald eagles. So let's go look for some bald eagles. River's just down the hill, and that's where they hang out. Most of the time I come to this park, I see the eagles on the east side of the park in the alder trees, or else I will find eagles roosting in the trees across the river. Looking at the river is still flowing very high right now. We had a lot of snow in the mountains, like I said, and then it started warming up, and rain, lots of rain. So along with snow melt and the rain, the river is running high, and the eagles don't necessarily like fishing in high rivers. There's a lot of salmon that come up here, but the eagles like being able to see their prey, and they really can't often see the eagles or the salmon when the river is running this high. So we might not actually see eagles here. But that's not a problem, is it? Because we're just enjoying the day in nature. And if you go out with a plan and that plan isn't working, like my plan was to find eagles, and I see a seagull, but not an eagle. My plan was to look for eagles, but I might as well play with trees. Just don't throw away your day's plan and leave in a huff, or disappointed that you didn't get what you wanted. Just kind of adjust your plan. Just stay open to the different opportunities. Like we've got some beautiful light coming through trees, and as we head back east on this trail, we'll get back into some light, and we might see some eagles there, because when I have found eagles, I've usually found them over there. But let's continue down this trail and just see what's out there. Just loving this backlit moss. Who cares about eagles? Yeah, eagles are just so, bird. But this moss is just stunning. I've got a composition set up where I have quite a few limbs crisscrossing, but I've got really shallow depth of field. So it's an F5, and it's taking me up, even at ISO 100, it's taking me up to 1/500th of a second. But it's just absolutely lovely. I'm probably going to be cropping this into more of a square crop, just so I can take out some of the clutter that's in the background. I did grab an image just a few seconds ago where I was getting a lot of flare from the sun, and I thought that was really lovely. But now the flare is gone, so I'm going to go ahead and grab another image. Again, it's on 2-second timer. You notice the pole is up. As part of that is to help reduce the glare that I was getting from the sun, because if you notice, I'm pointed directly into the sun, and you can get quite a bit of glare that way. Right now, there's no odd things, those really weird red balls or anything. I don't have any of those going on. And yeah, it turns out I really like this. I mean, it's just, who doesn't love backlit moss? And I see another image just a little bit down from here. Several branches, all pretty much. Oh yeah, let's open this up just to get some more. But we've got some branches, just a whole bunch of them, just kind of going at an angle. And I mentioned before that, if you've got something going at an angle, it kind of adds some dynamism, some excitement, some energy to the image. It's just kind of like it's leaping into your image, leaping off the page. And this is also, the angle is going towards how our eyes in the Western culture read, kind of going up. So from left to right. Yeah, left, right. Where's my left? Where's my right? And I'm going to take it down just to 1/640th of a second. But still at F5. Just because I want to, anything that might be in the background, I just want to blur it out as best I can. And wow, that's kind of cool looking. I'm gonna try that. Obviously, sometimes you just also have to try something. You have something horizontal, let's try it vertical. I'm just gonna adjust this just a bit. Zoom in. And it almost looks like a big tangle of stuff, but with the brightness of the moss being backlit by the sun, it really helps define these branches. And I was talking to a friend of mine just recently about highlights and how important they are to your image. And the highlights help your brain fill in the dark areas of the scene. And I think we've got some really good examples here of this idea that you have to have highlights to help bring out the darkness of a scene, the dark areas of the scene. So I'll go ahead and put those up on the screen, and I think I'm gonna head back towards the east. The trail here peters out in a little bit, but I really, wow, this is just beautiful. has the magnificent ability to shape the earth and the soil. And right here, I just see a lot of images, nice abstract type images of how the water has shaped and drained and made courses through the sand. And kind of try and stay out of it, I mean, because there's a lot here. But I'm going to do some handheld images with my camera and just kind of play around with this. Well, we're a bit of a bust on the eagles, but I think the river is honestly just too high right now for the eagles to be fishing. But you know, lots of elk poop, lots of elk prints, so elk sign, even though we didn't see any elk either. But you know, it really didn't matter because kept my options open, and I found beautiful backlit moss, and I found gorgeous ripples in the sand along the riverbank. So just keep your options open when you're out. You may have a plan, but sometimes the plan goes bust. And that's okay, because you're out in nature, enjoying nature. So with that, I'll see you on the next adventure. And until then, bye.